everyone. Happy Sunday. I just woke up, as you can tell. I'm hiding my hair because it's all crazy. I am getting ready for my last day of this conference, and I'm doing my morning writing, which I've just started thanks to my friend Holly, who recommended something called Morning Pages, which I've really been enjoying. I really like writing, and I haven't been writing in a really long time. I think my last entry was from Arizona in July. And what it is, in case you haven't heard of it and want to give it a try, is every morning, preferably first thing, you write for 30 minutes, whatever's on your mind. And just keep writing and keep writing and keep writing without pausing. And if you need to pause because you don't know what to write, you just write, I don't know what to write. And I'm sure Holly could explain it better because I'm still understanding the concept. But as you keep writing, your thoughts go from one side of the brain to the other. And I can't remember which one's which, but the idea is to get your thoughts from your mind into your heart. And like I said, I've really been enjoying it, and I didn't realize how much I was carrying around in my brain, and it kind of helped me. It's been helping me to clear things out and be ready for more prepared for my day than I have been feeling in the last couple of weeks, just with everything going on. And today, however, I'm going to cut it short because I'm running late and I want to be on time today. But like I said, I want to share some things that I've been learning at this conference. And so today's thought of the day, which I'm almost positive comes from Tony Robbins. And I feel like I've heard it before, but sometimes for me anyway, I have to hear things a couple times before they'll sink in. This one was, what if everything in your life didn't happen to you, but happens for you? And it's been making me think of all the things that I've gone through in my life and changing that perspective. Like, what if everything up to this point, has gotten me here, which I know it has, but what if it's going to be what's going to propel me to be a better coach or to do amazing things? Or what if it's even as simple as having an experience that when I share it is going to make someone else feel understood. And that kind of had a bigger impact for me than the doing amazing things, because I believe it's about how you make people feel. And just yesterday, I was talking to my friend and we were sharing, she's a mom, and we were sharing our experiences about family and struggling because we were missing family things being at the conference. And I was trying to be encouraging and say it's okay and this and that, and what really hit home was I was like, I've been struggling too because I haven't been in just over a week, and the day that I get her back, I leave for 3 days to come here. And, I spent an hour with her. We had dinner on Friday, and then I dropped her off. And thankfully, I have a support system, a family that can take her. My elder sister, Michelle, is watching her. I missed her first soccer game. And, for her to come back and me say, oh, okay, babe, I'm dropping you off and I'll see you on Sunday. She was like, why are you leaving me? And it hurts my heart to have to do that. But I truly believe that what I'm learning here is going to help me interact better with her going forward. And that's not the point. So anyway, I shared that story. And it helped my friend, I believe, because, she was like, oh, you are going through the same thing. And then it clicked because I was like, okay, the motivation stuff that I was trying not that it didn't have an effect, but it didn't make that connection. And if I hadn't been going through what I was going through this last week, as far as my struggle and my emotion about having to leave her, I don't think she would have had that feeling of being understood, and maybe it helped her throughout her day. And that's awesome for me, like, not that I'm all this, Tony, you're funny. Not that I'm all that great or anything, but I like the idea of being able to share what I have and maybe changing things for the better in the world around me. That was funny. I liked that. I might have to change it. And so that was my thought for the day. And I just wanted to share that, and then what if, that was the other part of it. Looking back on, I just woke up, my eyes are all watery. I just woke up. I mean, what if everything in our past happened for us to help us in our future? And then how different would your day be going forward if you just had that perspective of everything that's happening is happening for me? You take yourself out of that victim role, and I would imagine, for me, I'm gonna bring it back to me so that I'm not assuming what you're feeling, but pulling yourself out of that pulling myself out of that victim role and seeing everything with the perspective of, all I need to do in this moment is be my best self, or act as my best self if I'm not feeling like my best self. One thing they said yesterday was, what would my best self do in this moment? Because we don't always have that feeling. We don't always feel like the person we want to be, but we can act like the person we want to be. And practice makes permanent, or, you at least get into that mindset and that behavior so that eventually, hopefully, it becomes your reality. And then not only, is my only job in this moment to act as my best self, but love as much as I can. I mean, what harm can come from that, really? My mind chatter says, well, you're vulnerable and you love and people don't love you back, or they're mean and what's the point, and blah, 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 blah. But I don't want to act based on how I think other people are going to respond back, because I can't control any of that. And I can control how it makes me feel. It makes me feel good to give someone a hug. Now, if they push me back, I'll have to deal with those feelings. But how often does that really happen? I mean, my mind tells me it's going to happen, but how often does it really happen? So anyway, that's what's on my writing for this morning. And it's 7:30, so I really need to get in the shower because I stink. And I don't want to smell around the people around me. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Holly, for the suggestion of writing in the morning. Thank you, Michelle, for taking care of my precious one, and for my family for supporting me when I have things like this to do. Thank you to everyone at Growth Summit who is just blowing my mind. So far, we've had speakers, Brendan Burchard. Oh, this isn't the right notebook. I don't have all their Ethan. At some point, I'm going to list their names because they're amazing. And if you like personal development, they're definitely people to follow. Oh, if you go to growth.com, then there's the list of people there if you click under events. But it's just this collaboration of great writers and great people and amazing stories and inspiration. And it's just, like I said, it's blowing my mind. So enjoy your Sunday, and keep that in mind. If everything happens for you and not to you, does that change things? And I'd love to know what you think. Okay.